Welcome. Wow. Happy Saturday, everyone. We are live on Facebook at Caribbean American Diaspora. And I just get to look out and I see all the wonderful, beautiful, and handsome face staring back at me. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us at Caribbean Diaspora Vibes. We want to say happy Saturday. We know there's a lot of negativity going around the world, right? We want to first give thanks and praise, and we want to say a prayer to the world, to the leaders, to Ukraine, and we also want to just say there's a lot of prayers needed, a lot of prayers needed. But in light of all that, we're here to celebrate St. Lucia, right? We have to continue. We have to keep going on. We have to keep pressing on. So thank you for joining me. My name is Donna Morton Morgan, and I am the president of Caribbean American Diaspora Alliance, real estate broker of Florida Summer Homes Realty, and CEO of Women of Culture Incorporated, and mindset mentor and coach at Inner Vibes Consultant. Thank you. I want to introduce you also to my co-host, Dr. Bavon Debria, wearing the fabulous yellow. Hey, Bev.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's our St. Lucia time, so I'm representing in my blue and yellow. I'm an all-around Caribbean girl.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, man. So we want to say also that Lewis is not able to be with us today, but we are going to be still sharing and streaming on Caribbean Rhythms Radio Network on Facebook. Okay, so thank you for joining. And of course, our other co-host for tonight is Sybil Henry. And Sybil is also our diaspora liaison for St. Lucia. So we're thankful and grateful for her and for her continued work for her country of birth. So diaspora is all about, yes, we're here, maybe in America or Canada, UK, but we still love our country of birth or heritage. So that is what we're all about, just still celebrating, still promoting, still preserving, all while being abroad. All right, so I want to share, before I turn it over to Sybil, I came across this really awesome thing that I want to share, a video that I thought everyone would really like. So I'm going to share my screen for just a few seconds and we'll come right back. If you're just joining us again, welcome to Caribbean Diaspora Vibes. Today we are celebrating St. Lucia Independence. Our host for this evening is Sybil Henry, Diaspora Liaison of Caribbean American Diaspora Alliance.
St. Lucia really does tick all the boxes when it comes to delivering the Caribbean dream holiday. Starting with the geography, our driver and guide David gave me the overview.
This is very small, only 27 miles long from north to south and 14 miles from east to west. The Caribbean Sea is on the west coast, and the Caribbean side would be more beaches and hotel areas.
Right.
And the east coast is very tropical Atlantic Ocean.
Where would you say the best beaches are?
I would say to the north here, the Rodney Bay area and Pigeon Island. We also have the VG Beach close to Castries. It's where a lot of the local people come and spend a Sunday afternoon. We also have a beautiful beach in Marigot Bay, which is a bay within a bay, so the water is very calm and nice. We have also Anse Cochon, which is one of the snorkeling spots. Very nice beach there also.
When it comes to choosing where to stay, there are some really gorgeous properties here. My take on the hotels in St Lucia and where to choose for you: the Soufriere area for sheer escapism and romance, and nature right on your doorstep. The highlights could be Ladera, which is very small, very intimate, spectacular view right between the pitons. There's Anchastenay as well, and of course that now has its sister hotel, big sister should I say, Jade Mountain, which is pretty well the ultimate in luxury escapism. The Rodney Bay area for a bit of nightlife and restaurants, if that's what you're looking for, as well as the hotel facilities. Here at Marigot Bay, I really like the fact that you've got the yacht sitting out there bobbing around. You've got access very close by to Castries. Of course, a lot of people prefer a villa holiday, and there's plenty of choice here in St Lucia. There are standalone villas, and also a number of resorts with villas within them. I think that's a great option because you have all the services of the hotel, but all the privacy of a villa. It's a good idea. And of course, alongside top quality accommodation comes great food. At the Tea Banan restaurant in Rodney Bay, I met up with rising star Chef Richardson Skinner. I think it's fair to say the Caribbean never used to have a great reputation for its food. How's that changed?
The Caribbean cuisine is becoming very popular now for many reasons. One is people are getting away from bland foods and going into the spices and the seasoning, and we've always been known for that. And not only that, I think that there's a change in the mentality of young chefs in the Caribbean, where it's becoming somewhat glamorous to be a chef. So they're taking more interest in using the ingredients and really experimenting and making Caribbean cuisine make its mark in the world right now.
Yeah.
Using our own ingredients and our own technique and what our grandmothers and grandparents used to do, and really being innovative and creating new dishes with Caribbean ingredients. It makes me feel very proud to be a Caribbean chef.
Fantastic. Of course, it's not just about fine dining. For the freshest local catch, the Friday night fish fry in Anse-Lorraine is fantastic value and a great night out for both locals and tourists. For local produce and spices, head to the Castries Market, open daily but especially lively on a Saturday. I think the great thing is seeing St Lucian people just enjoying their own market, and some of the storeholders are real characters. It's really fun just chatting to them about what they've got and what they're growing at home, and yeah, you get a real flavour for St Lucia here. Out and about on the island, there are plenty of things to see and do.
This area here you are standing inside, it is the Caribbean's only driving volcano. You have actually driven through it from Soufriere coming into here. It's not a cone volcano, but a collapsed volcano, a caldera, 12 square kilometers.
In the island's lush tropical interior, there are also lots of different options for soft adventure. There's great diving from the south coast, or how about taking a scenic helicopter flight? For something a little gentler, there are also lovely gardens and waterfalls, charming picturesque villages, and the St Lucia Heritage tourism sites where you can learn more about the island's history and culture. This is Pigeon Island National Landmark. There's actually a wedding going on behind me. I'm not surprised. It's one of the most beautiful spots on St Lucia. But come May every year, the whole place comes alive with the National Jazz Festival. People come from all over the world for jazz here, but not least it fills up with St Lucians too. I can imagine the atmosphere is great. There's the ocean on both sides of us, these beautiful atmospheric buildings, and these beautiful views. It's really gorgeous. Every tourist board has got its slogan, and St Lucia's is simply beautiful, and I just can't argue with that. It really does deliver and ticks every box. Gorgeous beaches, but so much more. Soft adventure, rainforest, mountains, beautiful coastline, and above all, the friendly people. St Lucians are an absolute delight.
Wow, that was absolutely beautiful. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet about St. Lucia, so we can pretend that we're there. We can look at the landscape and the food and the people and just, just bring that togetherness. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Sybil.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am still waiting on a couple other people to sign in. So a couple of them are saying that they are not able to get on, but maybe they will by the time we get to their names. Welcome, everyone. I see Yolanda, Juliet, Martina. I see Morgan and Justice. I see Retta. Good night, Retta. She's just visiting with us tonight. She wants to check out what's going on. She's
Hey.
all Lucian.
Hey, Sybil, you might want to remind them that there is a password.
Yes, I did.
Okay, great.
I told them it's case sensitive as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I kept on putting capital V. I don't know why. So tonight we're going to dive right into it because I know it seems like we have a lot of time, but we really don't. When you start, doing your presentation, for some reason, the time just eludes us. So we will jump right in now. Just as you get to be, because you sign on first tonight, although people say ladies first, but I want to honor you for your timely signing in. I will give you the first opportunity. Are you there?
I'm there.
Okay, tell us about you, or now we need to see your face a little bit. Tell us about you and tell us about what you do and tell us a little bit about St. Lucia and what it means to you and the rest of your presentation.
Okay, so my name is Justice William. I'm from St. Lucia, community called Monrepo, born and raised. Also a police officer by profession and also a small business owner. Business called Just Gel. So the name Just Gel, well, first let me say a little bit about St. Lucia before I go ahead about myself. So St. Lucia is a small island in the Caribbean between Martinique and St. Vincent in the south. Like in the video, the taxi driver said it's 27 miles long and 30 miles wide, 238 square miles, with a volcano, 2 pitons, and many lovely beaches. St. Lucia just celebrated their 45th year of independence. St. Lucia was 7 times British and 7 times French. St. Lucia got the name after St. Lucy. And yeah, that's where we are. So moving along, my business is Just Gel. CMOS, everything CMOS products. So during the pandemic, I used to export CMOS to different countries like the UK, the US, and Canada. But within that time, there was a halt in exporting. So with that amount of CMOS, I thought about what should I do? And that's when I started selling CMOS gel. So the business started only selling CMOS gel with delivering to different customers. And because at the time there was curfew, persons couldn't move around. So I would take orders and deliver the gel to those customers. The business went on for like a year. And then I decided it's time, based on how business was going, I decided it was time to expand. And I started making other products. So I incorporated ice lollies, creamsicles, CMOS ice cream, and smoothies. So while making the smoothies, the challenge was, since I was only doing deliveries, it was kind of difficult to keep the smoothie with like a consistent texture, and it would have to melt by the time you get there. So I then opened
a spot where I make smoothies, which is located upstairs the plaza in Beaufort. So, and also you could get all other products there, like CMOS drink, your ice lollies, your creamsicles, and your raw CMOS, purple CMOS, gold CMOS. Yeah.
I have a question for you, Justice. Over the past couple of years, like you said, that business seemed to have taken off. What are one of the reasons you think that people really have turned towards CMOS? You had an opportunity to sell anything you wanted to sell. I mean, I think like moonlighting as a cop, right? But you had an opportunity to sell whatever you wanted to sell. What made you choose CMOS? What does it do for us, or why is it such a hot ticket item?
CMOS has a lot of health benefits. So during, like I said, I started during the pandemic, so I would have identified the common cause, like a product that would be a lucrative business idea. So CMOS has a lot of health benefits, and the mission of Just Gel is to boost the immune system of all persons during the pandemic and beyond. So by already selling the raw CMOS and then processing it into a gel to supply to the regular person to boost their immune system, to ensure that you don't get COVID, or if you get COVID, you will be in good shape and will be able to withstand that terrible disease, you know?
Okay.
So,
all right, so
yeah.
Can we get it over here? Because you sound like you're selling a product that Donna and myself and Dr. Bev would like to get in on. I mean, Dr. Bev, what do we say? Like, don't we want some of this good stuff?
Yes.
Of course you could get it.
All right,
We
so
know,
go ahead.
we know of sea moss all our lives growing up, right? They go to the beach and the sea moss, and you know, most time they keep us female away from it. They say it's,
I wonder
it's for
why.
the man, you know, that kind of attitude. So now we get an opportunity to sneak it, right?
That's right. All right.
Amazing.
Well, thank you so much for your presentation, Justice. And tell us how we can get in touch with you. If you have that, you can type it in. You can send your link, right, Donna? He can post his link. Right?
Yeah, I will post the link for my page on my Instagram page, where you could contact me and reach out to, so I could export the CMOS to wherever you are.
That's right. Thank you very much. It's good to have you on. Thank you for sharing with us.
No problem.
And we will move right on ahead to the next person who signed in, who is my adorable, beautiful sister, Martina. She's my actual sister. She's not just a sister from church, but she thinks she's my mother, but she's my sister, right, Loretta? So Martina, tell us what you do and tell us a little bit about your beautiful island, St. Lucia. Donna gets to meet you for the first time on Zoom.
Well, good night, everybody. As Sybil said, my name is Martina Donnelly, and I am from the island of St. Lucia and the same community with Justice Moripool. We are just a little away from each other. We can walk to each other's homes. If we were to talk about St. Lucia and its independence, St. Lucia became independent in 1979, and we are 43 years into independence. And the Justice spoke about it 7 times. When we were growing up in school, that was part of our history that we had to learn. St. Lucia had to, the French and the English had to fight 7 times English and 7 times French. It's like your mother teaching you the Our Father, so that's stuck in your head. 7 times English and 7 times French. And in the end, the English won the, well, I don't want to say they won the battle, but they took over the island. Sometimes we say that we wish we were French because because of the development that you get with the French islands. The English is a bit conservative, and I think sometimes when you look at the development with the French countries, you yourself would say that you wish that we were taken over by the French. I shouldn't say that because I think we're on Facebook Live. I hope somebody don't take this as making a meme with it and sound. But seriously, I mean, So we are a small island of St. Lucia. You've gotten the square footage of St. Lucia. You heard about the pitons, which is our landmark, and everybody who travels to St. Lucia, they would see the pitons, because when the plane is landing, you're sure to see these two peaks. And if you look out the window, if you come into St. Lucia, you can't come to St. Lucia without peeping through the window in the airplane to see what exactly or where you're going to. And this 238 square miles is quite interesting. Our climate, we have a tropical climates, and our temperature range from the about 80 degrees thereabouts. It can go up to just sometimes, I think sometimes we go up in the 90s on an average, and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And I don't think we're not like in the North America, where you get all these different seasons. But these days, from January, I find it's been very, very cold, and people have been complaining that the wind is so cold and we have to wear jackets. Even like this afternoon, I had to close the door. So we enjoying our sunshine. So St. Lucia is an island where our population is about 182,500 people. May go up and down, and people migrate all the time. So this year, I think we're going to be having a census to determine the true numbers. So that will change in time. Our prime minister, new installed prime minister, as of last year, July was, he's now Philip J. Pierre, and we have an acting governor general in the name of Cyril Errol Charles. So what again, our favorite dish in St. Lucia is breadfruit and saltfish, boape, ekla, moui. And you could also add the green figs to that. So you could say green figs and saltfish too. And what else again? If we have, is there anybody else from St. Lucia that has to say anything? Our lovely beaches is key. We don't even see a white sun, and the sun can be brown sometimes. You will get some seaweed, and also as the tide come down, you'll see some seaweed on the beaches. So it's not always white, like said in the advertisements. So all in a nutshell, I think there's a lot more to say, but I know our time is limited.
Okay, so Martina, we're introducing all those wonderful people from St. Lucia who are on today. And because of our independence, we talk about St. Lucia. But we also get to speak about you as an individual and what you do. And I know that you've been in the area of banking for about 31 years, if you permit me to say so. So just tell us really briefly, like your experience in the next couple of minutes, not stealing from Yolanda, anything.
Okay, well, yes, my banking experience started from 1991. And this year I'm going to be 31 years in May. May 2nd will be 31 years, so that's quite a bit. When I joined the Bank of St. Lucia, I worked with the Bank of St. Lucia. It was then the National Commercial Bank, and the National Commercial Bank merged with the St. Lucia Development Bank, and then we became the Bank of St. Lucia. And when I joined the bank, I said I was going to stay for 10 years, and that was my max. But after 10 years, sometimes, things go a different way. And then you have a child, and then you have another child, and then you say, should I leave when I have, because your child is now going to school or your children going to school, should I just pick up and go? That's the old time. The young people now, they don't think that way, but the way we were raised, you try to be stable. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, when I check myself, I realized I'm already 20 years in the bank. And to me, 20 years was just yesterday, and then I'm 30 years in the bank. So I think I said I would never stay so long, but my 30 years have been quite enriching, very interesting. I have not been stagnant. I think for my last 10 years is the only time I probably stayed stable in one area. For the past 9 years, I've been the manager of the Viewford branch, and this is the longest stint that I have done in one area. I actually joined the bank, and I started as the telephone operator. So I started from the bottom, really learning everything. So I didn't just come in as an executive. I started from the bottom of the scale. And I worked myself up. I went to school. I educated myself and I got qualified, and now I am the branch manager. If I were to stay for the next 4 years, I would be retiring. And before the next 4 years, what I'm working on now is to streamline myself into going to my own consultancy. And having 31 years of banking gives me enough experience that I can give you and provide the services to anybody.
Yes.
And that's what I'm looking at. So I'm in the process of registering my company, which is almost there. And
Okay.
even now I can still do it on a small scale. And in the next few years, I will be branching out to be doing my own consultancy services.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Oh, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Wow, that's a wealth of information, right, Donna? Go ahead, Donna.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The bottom up.
Yes.
Yes.
See, that's why we try to highlight. And one of the things that Donna Morgan is really passionate about, and why she created this, this forum here is to highlight our people. Because I know that we are here, many times we leave home and we travel abroad, and we feel like we get lost in the system or lost in the shuffle. And many people ask us, where are we or what do we do? And we don't really know. So this is a place that we can come and just like meet with other, like professionals like ourselves and
Right.
share our experiences and help each other grow together, right? So tonight, I'm so thankful for this, what we're doing here. So not only St. Lucia get this, we had one for Haiti, we had one for Trinidad, and we'll keep doing it because
Right.
this is her vision, and it's such a big vision. And as you guys come in with us and you share your platform, it helps other people to grow. So thank you, Donna. And thank you,
Thank you.
We're going to move on to the next person. Now we have my dear friend who is like a brother to me. We grew up, in St. Lucia together. His name is Morgan Janke, but he likes to be called Natural Vibez, just like our system here. And he is in the area of music. And this guy, I tell you, he is so deep. I'll give him his opportunity to speak and to share with you. So Morgan, if possible, can we see your lovely face? Welcome. Are you there, Vibez? All right, so I'll move to the next person if he's not ready. Morgan, you there?
He's not on audio.
Oh.
So he needs to
Right.
sign in with audio.
Okay, I'll send him a message. But while I do so, I'm gonna move to Yolanda, who is next on our agenda, on our lineup. And Yolanda is also a really special friend of mine. And she is, like you are, one of your segments that you do, Donna. She is in the area of realty. She's an up and coming, real bright, mind and sharp. And she's like one of those sharks. So you better watch out for her.
Love it.
So welcome, Yolanda. Tell us about you, about yourself, what you do, and about your beautiful island, St. Lucia.
I don't know, with that introduction, I feel like I have nothing else to say, Sibs. So hello to everybody on the call. Everybody's going to join us later. My name is Yolanda Joseph, and I am from the beautiful island of St. Lucia. Funny enough, a week before we celebrated independence, I actually was in St. Lucia, so I got to see the prep work being done, of the buildings being decorated and the lights being put up, and I couldn't help but just get this sense of immense pride. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm just so happy and so blessed to be from this beautiful island, though small, but definitely sweet. So for Independence 43, I realized the theme was Devant Assam, celebrating our people. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, what an amazing theme. Devant Assam, translated into English, means forward together. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted to join real estate, is because it's a market that's saturated with, a lot of Caucasian homeowners. It's not something that we as Black people, we as island people who come to the US ever think of. The consensus is, oh, I'm not buying a home in America because, I'm going to go back to my home one day. And I'm like, why not? you're paying rent in America. And if you're paying rent in America, why not pay a mortgage in America? So when you are ready to retire to your beautiful island, sell that home. You've gained equity. That equity you use and you can move to your island with that money. And we don't know. So we tend to be afraid. We tend to be afraid to ask. And I'm like, you know what? What perfect theme, devant a sum. So with a realtor, if you're more comfortable with a realtor from the islands, there are not a lot of us. So now I want to make our faces known. I want you to see me and know that you can call, you can message, you can do whatever it is that you need to do to get in touch with me. My number is out here, and ask us questions and we will be more than happy to help you, because that is how we're going to move forward as a people. It is together, not separately, not doing things that we're not supposed to do. And I'm with Century 21. Century 21 is a global brand, and I joined that brand just because of the visibility of that brand. So I also partner with realtors in St. Lucia. So you know what? Let's say you're here in the US and you do not want to buy a home here. No matter what I say to you, like, no, Yolanda, I don't want to do it. I can partner with realtors in St. Lucia to get you on the road to getting a home in St. Lucia itself while you're here in the US or in the UK or in Europe working. You can then start building on that foundation, building your generational wealth over there in St. Lucia. So it's not limited to people just living in the US. If you're living in St. Lucia and you want to call me, feel free to do that. If you're living in the UK, you definitely want to do that. But let's celebrate our people. Let's move together, move forward together. And devant ensemble, as our Independence Theme 43 says.
Wow. Thank you, Yolanda. That really is that is just two words, but those two words mean so much and they are so powerful. Forward together. And it can take on any it can take on its life in any aspect. We can think about it in the political arena, we can think about it in the religious arena, we can think about it in the family unit together, right? We do it together, moving forward together. Many times people move forward and they leave their brother behind, or they leave their sister or their children behind. But this year, as we have already coined that phrase, let us just try to, everybody, adopt it and try to do as it's said. Let's go forward together. Devant ensemble, not leaving anyone behind, right? I remember there was a time when I was involved in education. One of the slogans that we had was "No child left behind," and I really do enjoy. I really do like that. So thank you, Yolanda, for that presentation. That was very, very good. And moving forward, we have next on our lineup, Miss Juliet Williams, my dear friend, and Juliet is in the area of immigration law. She does a whole lot of other things that I'll let her tell you herself. So look at all these trailblazers among us, So Juliet, why don't you just take it away before I steal your spotlight from you?
Oh, Duvan, it is. I got that to the moon. Hey, how you doing, sister? Happy 43rd anniversary. Love it, love it, love it. Hi, everybody. My name is Juliet Williams, and I just love my island. This is where I'm from. This is where I was born, and this is where I hope to retire there. I hope to. I have been living in the States for the past, oh my gosh, more than half my life, 38 years. The last 20 years, what I do, 23, 24 years, as a matter of fact, I have been doing immigration. So I am getting people here with the green card, getting people, whatever type of immigration aspect. This is what I do, preventing people from being deported if we could. I've been working with a wonderful law firm, Kenteras Law Firm, and for the last, like I said, 24 years, we have been in the business of getting people here in the United States of America.
Is that a pause or? I didn't want to jump right in. I thought you were coming back on.
No. Go ahead. You can answer.
Okay, so everybody who's spoken before you told us about, and even in the video that Donna played earlier, which I really absolutely love. You know, those guys over there, they talked about those beautiful beaches, but they are all up north. What do we have to say about the beaches we have in the south? What about this? What about that?
Talking about Florida?
Not Florida, in St. Lucia.
Oh, Lucia.
Florida doesn't have a beach to compare with St. Lucia.
Well, the beaches, I mean, this is what we are famous for. It is famous for a lot of beaches, the sulfur springs. I lived in Soufrière for 3-4 years. And, you know, we went to the sulfur spring practically almost every day and enjoyed it. Like in the video that was shown a few minutes ago, the only drive-in volcano in the world, you know, and this is lovely. You can't get anything better than that.
In the world. That puts us just, that really does put us out there. No other country or island or place or whatever has that. Not even Jamaica, Miss Morgan. The only drive-in volcano in the world. That makes me so proud. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Thank you very much, Julia. Say again?
No, that was amazing. When I saw it, I was like, wow, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I remember before it is what the way it is now, we actually, when I was growing up, right, Martina, we used to drive with our own vehicle. We'll drive our personal vehicle up into it, right up by the craters. But now they let you park all the way down. It's different now, right? And then it's being used for other things. So this is so true. We have the only one. I'm going to move on. I sent a message to Morgan, but it looks like he's not able to hear me. So
while I'm sorry, while he's waiting, I wanted to just chime in on the drive-in volcano thing.
Yes, go ahead.
That they've done, because when I went home, actually, one of the things that I did was I went to the drive-in volcano at night. So it's a really popular thing for the locals to do now. And it was just amazing. It's now well lit, it's well constructed with like a number of pools.
Wow.
And the locals have said that it's actually better at night because the water is not as hot, because you don't have that direct sunlight on it. So that's something that if you ever in St. Lucia live there, or if you're visiting, you can probably try.
Wow. Thank you for that. One of the things I saw her do on social media, I wish you guys could see her. I will never be this brave. She was on a zip liner. Would you do that, Juliet? She was screaming her head off. Would you do that, Donna? She was on a zip liner.
In 2019, in June 2019, I was there. I did that.
Oh my God.
I love it.
I'm not doing that. That was, and she was screaming like Tarzan.
Yeah, it's as it looks.
Yes, Yolanda.
Wow. All right, so we're going to move on. Chris, are you there? Good night. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Are you there? Can you unmute your mic for me? So now I'm going to introduce to you another friend of mine, Chris. Is he on? Chris, can you unmute your mic if you can hear me? I'm not able to. Okay, there we go.
Good.
Welcome. If you don't mind, can we see your face for a little bit while you share? This is my friend Chris, and he owns a landscaping company, and he is such a wonderful dear friend of mine. So I will let him take it away and share with you what he does. You are in the darkness. You look like 50 Cent, dude.
I'm driving.
All right, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Christopher. My name is originally from St. Lucia, but I'm from Castries, St. Lucia. I moved over here. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm driving and I'm trying to stay focused.
Yes.
St. Lucia is a beautiful place. From Castries, I worked 15 years in the hotel industry, which I enjoyed every second of it. And I moved to Florida like 22 years ago. And I end up falling in love in doing the tree work, and I have my own business, trimming trees, cutting trees, and I'm actually moving into the real estate. How would say that? I'm actually graduate. I have like 6 properties, so I'm definitely moving towards the real estate side of it.
Nice.
And that's where I'm at right now. But like Sybil, I met Sybil like years ago, a wonderful human being. I'll never forget this young lady, and that's pretty much it for me. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, I can tell you're not focused because you have to keep your eyes on the road.
Yes.
On social media, the policemen are watching. Justice is there. He's a cop. So watch out.
Yes.
What's that?
Justice is on with us and he is a cop. So be careful and drive safely. I thank you for coming on. He's wondering who's Justice. You can see how lost.
Yes. And Chris, you're not moving. You have moved into being a real estate investor. So you're not moving. You're there. So congrats.
Very good.
Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations. And if you need any pointers, you have Donna right there. You have Yolanda right there. Look at this.
Right.
So you can get in touch with both of them or either or, and you will get enough guidance, you know. And this is something, this is a dream. He has had this big dream for a while. And now it's actually, you know, it has materialized into reality.
Yeah.
So good for you, dear friend. I don't know if Morgan, can you hear me? Are you on? I really wanted you all to hear from Morgan. He's so.
Morgan needs to just, if he logs out and when he logs back in, he has to hit audio. So he's kind of suspended. So he may not even be hearing you. So you may have to
already
just
sent him a message, but he's not hearing me either. All right, so I think this is it. I had two other people, and one of them is in a different room. I don't know. You know, she was so passionate about getting on. She's in the trucking service company in the business here, and she, a dynamic woman, is in the trucking business, and she wanted to share with us, and that was so cool. But she cannot get on for some reason. So maybe we'll get another opportunity another time, Donna, but this is it for us. So I will let you take it away, you and Dr. Bev.
Well,
do you have any questions?
We definitely want to, you know, we heard about the food. We always talk about the food, right, Bev? And so we heard about, so you guys do the saltfish and you say figs, but really green bananas.
Yes.
Yes. And so that's your breakfast or your lunch or dinner or all of it.
Oh no, only Jamaicans do that for breakfast. Only Jamaicans have heavy food for breakfast, right? We have that for lunch and dinner, right, Yolanda?
Well, don't forget our ever popular day coucher. The day coucher means the day after you sleep, which is pretty much leftover. So that's the only way we'll probably have it for breakfast, is if we've had a lot the day before. So we have a little bit left over the next morning, and then we as the Jamaicans would say, we nyam on that in the morning.
Wonderful. Yeah, but that's a typical Saturday breakfast, you know, for us, actually any day, but mostly weekends. 10 o'clock, we're having saltfish and fried dumpling and green bananas and all that stuff. So,
yeah,
a lot of carbs when you listen.
But isn't that the best time to have it for breakfast, and then you're gonna burn it off?
Then you work, yeah.
Yeah, because you work throughout the day.
Yeah, I don't think you need lunch after that. You just go out to dinner.
Yes. Retta, you have anything to share about St. Lucia while you're on there?
No, I'm just a proud Lucian and I'm happy to be here.
Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you very much. Also in the video, this is my brother Terrence, a little bit lower down. Juliet, you see Terrence?
No.
There he is. He's on screen.
Okay.
I was having problems. What is going on with that? I mean, I do that all the time. Why I was not able to
Hello,
come
we are live.
Sorry.
Well, this is Donna. I'm going to let you take it on from here. You have an extra 15 minutes to play
well,
with.
Well, Terrence can tell us. Terrence, are you in the States or are you in St. Lucia?
I think I'm sitting on a couch in North Carolina.
Oh.
Okay, so we have Magdalene who just joined us, and she's one of my panelists here. She just got in because she was having some trouble signing in. So now that she's here, I want to give her some time to do her presentation. Sure. Hey, Maddie, can you hear me? Can you unmute your mic? Can you unmute, Madam? She still cannot hear me. There you go. Okay, so good night. Welcome. No, we're having trouble. I think your signal is a bit off.
Can you hear me, Sibo?
It's so much better now. Yes, it's better.
Can you hear
Welcome.
me? Okay.
Better. Don't move from that spot. Stay right there. All right, so it's your turn. Everybody has done their presentation. I wish you could have heard them, but now you're on your own. Although we said moving forward together, you kind of like left behind. So tonight I want to introduce Magdalene. It's Magdalene Charles. She's a dear friend and also family member of mine. And she's the one, the trailblazer I told you that is in the trucking business. Can you imagine a young woman doing this all on her own? I'm so proud of her. And she has so many other hats. She wears so many different hats. So Maddie, why don't you tell us about you? Tell us a little bit about you and about your island, St. Lucia. Are you there? We lost her.
No, we lost her connection.
Oh no. Yes, we just lost her.
That's okay.
All right, we lost her. Okay, so maybe she will try again. All right, so just as getting back to you, since we have some time to play with, the ladies, all the wonderful ladies on here that have been dying to try the CMOS. What is your favorite flavor? What do you make? What's the flavor that you mix with it that women are buying more than anything else?
For the CMOS gel, women's favorite. The women's favorite is the strawberry infused one.
Strawberry, not mine.
So we have there are different flavors. You infuse it with strawberry with sour lime. There's the plain gold and plain purple. The plain purple is the men's favorite. It's a natural Viagra for the men. So
these days I need that.
Think about St. Lucian men. I don't know what it is about them on this Viagra stuff.
But it's natural, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, all natural, no additives or preservative. It's all natural.
Wonderful.
Good. So Sybil, thank you so much, Justice. So tell us, what is a typical breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so the audience get to appreciate when they come to.
Well, what we have, what we grew up having in St. Lucia for breakfast is something we call bakes, that you guys call Johnny cakes. Well, Dr. Bev, you all say Johnny cakes, don't you? Well, we say bakes. Donna, I think you all call it something else. You all have something that you make from a box. That's not the same, right? What is it called? Festival, yeah, but it's not the same. So we make it, it's like mixing, just like you make bread, but we fry them, or we can roast it in a pot. And we can have it like flattened, like almost a pancake style, but it's the same consistency as bread. So some people put it inside the oven, but we mostly like it when it's fried, and we eat it with saltfish. We eat it with cucumber on the side, like a cucumber salad. We have what we call cocoa tea, the one that we grate from scratch. The chocolate that's straight from the tree. We make it into like a bread mold, and you grate it and add some of the spices to it, like nutmeg and cinnamon and, you know, so on, add milk and sugar and stuff. And that's a staple at home.
I think we do the same thing in Antigua. We have the same. They set the stick, the cocoa stick, and you grate it and you put in your little spices and stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, we use the same thing.
Right.
What I meant to ask, anyone can answer this question. How are you guys preparing the saltfish? Because I know different people have done it differently.
Look, Juliet looks like she's eating some right now. Let her tell you.
Juliet. Hey, Juliet, where you living, Juliet?
I live in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, I was eating some of the national fish, saltfish.
Yes. How you prepare your saltfish?
Well, you got to put it soaked. Now you got a real saltfish because there are two different kinds. We get the one from Canada. That's the real one. Okay, you put it to soak, and then you kind of boil it and get rid of the heavy salt and stuff like that. Then how you prepare it, you kind of string it out, You string it out, and then you kind of stir it with a lot of onion, green onion and regular onion, and you put your seasoning in it, and my gosh, yes, amazing.
Are you guys using tomato paste, or you leave it white like some like Trinidadians, different people?
Yeah, we kind of leave it white. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to get at. Okay. We in Antigua we use it. We have it red, the red paste.
Uh-huh.
But I've had some people I know cut it up with cabbage, like, and do it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I see Morgan is here. Like, let me see. Vibes, are you on? I see Morgan just popped in. Are you still there, Morgan?
He's on video, but not audio.
We cannot hear you. Can you turn on your audio, Morgan? Our time is almost there. I wish we could hear you.
So then what is lunch?
Somebody take that for me. Let me answer him real quick.
Well,
tell her what lunch is.
Lunch would be breadfruit and saltfish.
Yeah, Morgan.
Fish. Breadfruit. You have the dasheen, you have the potatoes, sweet potatoes, a lot of sweet potatoes, whatever heavy food. And, you know, you eat that, you plunge that out of, and, you know, you have a good lunch. Yeah.
And that's one of them. That's not all of it. You're forgetting our bouillon. One pot.
That's right. Our bouillon comes on Sundays. You know, we have a lot of bouillon on Sundays with meat, a lot of meat, the viande salée, la cochon, and all this good stuff, you know. So we put that with all the kalaloo. We mix the kalaloo. That's where we got the dumpling. And we have the different leaves, like the dashing leaves, etc. We just mix everything together, and then you have a meal.
Wonderful. I think, thank you, Juliet. I think he's on again. Okay, Mark, let me hear you say something. All right, unmute yourself and say something now. You're still on mute, Morgan. Your mic is muted, Mark. You have to unmute yourself.
I will.
Can you do it? One of the hosts, can you unmute him?
Unmute. All right.
There we go. There we go.
You directly trouble somebody.
What's that? Yes, how you guys doing?
Good.
Wonderful.
Good. Tell us about you, Morgan. You almost got cut off with your time.
Well, my name is Morgan Junkie. I'm from St. Lucia, Vieux-Fort, you know. What else about me? My life is not that interesting, man.
Tell us what you do.
I do several things. Among the things I do, I'm also a musician, singer-songwriter. You know, I perform all over the world. Represent St. Lucia, you know. These are just some of the little bits about me, you know.
You planning on singing for us tonight?
Yeah, I have a new record out, you know. You know, I'm always open to sing.
All right, so
we're listening.
Give us a tune.
A tune.
Can I request something? What about that independence song that we love? Can you sing a little piece of that?
Which one? The Welcome to St. Lucia?
Yeah, the Welcome to St. Lucia. Since we celebrate
Welcome to St. Lucia. I cannot even remember the rest.
Oh my.
I knew you were trouble from before I even met you.
What's that?
I knew you were deadly before I met you.
Troublesome.
Yeah, I mean, I've not sung that song live at all. I recorded the song and we just have the song. I've never sung it live, so
okay.
Yeah, it's one of these things.
It's been playing all over social media this past Independence.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
I told you I sent it to a lot of people.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So
I mean, I know that it's doing good because a few DJs called me from Europe, told me that they've been playing it.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
He's doing big
well,
things.
tell
All
us,
over Africa.
give us a snippet of what you want us to hear.
Yes.
Well, I have a new record called Purification. The lead song is Purification. Let me see if I could remember the song. Because you all have me on the spot right now. It's like my mind just go foggy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay, I have a song called Babylon Place. Well, hard life, yeah, we face it every day. While treading in this Babylon place, enough obstacles they put in our way. While treading in this Babylon place, man stand firm like the rock of Gibraltar. No, we won't fail, we won't falter. Defying the odds, man, I conquer the impossible. In this Babylon place, well, we know them devious, cruel and vicious, a system that is so unjust. Yeah, they try to trick us, but we're too ambitious. Keep it raw like BT uncut. Well, try to tie me up, put me in a handcuff. Good life, man, I take it by force. Yeah, if you for time and born Babylon, we not trust and firm and we ever conscious. Yeah, hard life, had to face it every day.
Boom shot.
While trying in this Babylon place, enough obstacles there. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All
That's
right. Now
from
I
the
see.
new record.
I see my brother Terrence bobbing like he's playing a guitar.
He's on there.
No, all I was doing was to boom.
What's up, Terrence? I've
Boom.
not seen you in a long time, man.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
All right, we have about 2 minutes left, and Magdalene is back on. So
Yeah.
Maddie, can you unmute real quickly so we can hear you? Magdalene, you're on. Maddie, can you unmute your mic real quick?
While we're waiting for Maggie, I just want to tell you, Natural Vibes, I love the name, right? My one of my companies is Inner Vibes.
Okay.
That's where I do all my life
Cool.
coach and so forth. So anytime
Yeah, man. And where you based at? Where are you based?
we're in Florida.
Oh, in Florida. I was just in Florida.
Central Florida. So, just
Yeah, I just did a show in Tampa last month.
yeah.
Yeah, Morgan. Yeah, Morgan. Like the people say, Tampa is not Florida.
Yeah, I was in Tampa.
Yeah, man.
It's not Florida.
Keep the link. Keep the link.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
And you see, just like the password to get on is Vibe, so you know she's all in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Must.
So
well, Donna, I
Maggie?
think we can turn over to you again. You have the last minute.
Well, I think was Maggie planning to come on, or is she still having? I think her.
She's not unmuted. I don't know what's happening with her phone, so she's really like looking forward to it. But
Did
All
you
right,
try
well,
to reach out to her?
yeah, I just talked to her.
Well, we have the dinner. We didn't get to the dinner yet. What we have? I know you guys start with your heavy food and your starch and your provisions at lunch, where us Jamaicans, we start heavy food early. So what's your typical dinner?
Porridge.
And a lot of tea and bread.
Yeah.
Hard food, man.
So maybe we should ask, what does a Sunday dinner look like?
Oh, ask
Right.
Martina about that one. She makes the largest spread every Sunday and posts me pictures like, you see what you're missing?
Okay. So what's dinner tomorrow, Miss Martina?
Well, tomorrow is gonna be stewed pork with some vegetables. I think I am gonna cook some yellow yam.
Oh man.
I don't do too much of the pies anymore. I do more of lots of steamed veg and warm caps and more or less like that. Once in a while, I do a little pie.
Okay, when you
But
say pie, what kind of pies are you referring to?
It'd be Bradford pie, any pie.
Macaroni and cheese pie.
No, I don't. The macaroni and cheese is not something we really cook so much. But we will probably do green fig pie, Bradford pie. More of the natural.
Wow.
The
Are you
ground
putting meat in between those pies?
Not
Bradford?
really. No, the
So how you
Bradford no meat.
So how you do the
just fry-
pies?
You boil the Bradford just like you eating it with the saltfish, and you mash it up. And you put in, you could either do it with milk, cheese. Some people put in some saltfish in it too when they do it. Or if you're doing, if you want to do, you can either use the breadfruit like you use in the Irish potato, and the Bajans do they call it the Bajans call it the shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. We do that in
So,
Antigua. Okay.
yeah, so they put the meat in between, and you can do that too.
Oh, Dr.
Okay.
Bev,
Yeah.
one of my sisters is born in Antigua.
Okay. All right.
Not Martina, though.
Okay.
Love it. So if you
Yeah,
guys,
that's what. Go ahead, Donna.
whoever joined late, Dr. Bavan is our diaspora liaison for Antigua. So, you know, and Sybil is our diaspora liaison for St. Lucia. I'm the president of, but also a liaison for Jamaica. And we have other liaison representatives, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, Trinidad. And so we're building out. And again, like Sybil said when we started, it's all about just coming together. And Zoom makes it so much easier. We don't have to go rent a space. We don't have to feed nobody, right? Everybody just jump on Zoom and celebrate and preserve our culture. We have to pass it on to our children and grandchildren, or else it's
Yes.
with us, right? So
Right.
we also have we'll have different professionals to come on and speak about different topics, whatever is going on for that month, awarenesses and so forth. So we're always looking to reach out to professionals to you know, whether it's mental health or anything that you are professional at, you know, let us know so we can big you up and you can come on and vibe with us, because that's what this is. It's a party with a purpose. So
Same.
appreciate everybody joining us on this Saturday night. I know everything is pretty much open, so people could be anywhere, but you still took the time to come celebrate. Big ups to St. Lucia, 43
Yeah, man.
Yes.
of independence.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to coming to visit. Is St. Lucia open?
Yes.
Yeah, it's open.
Yes.
Yes, it's open.
Wide open.
But there
Very
are still
open.
curfews in place, so you have to be mindful of that. Hopefully by the time you go, that will not be there anymore. But for now, they are.
All right. I want to walk
Yeah.
through the whole volcano thing. I want to experience that. Do like you did, Yolanda, do the zip line in there too. You guys.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. I mean, when you're going, I always say the best way to enjoy an island is to go with the local.
Right.
Locals.
Yes.
Yes.
So if that's possible, I would tell you that is the #1 way to do it. You will not regret it.
That's true.
Imagine we didn't even mention to you about the diamond baths, the mineral baths. We didn't even talk about that. So we'll leave that for another time.
Yes. Leave a few surprises.
Yes. I see a women's retreat coming on. I feel it.
I do, yeah.
All right. So thank you. I'm going to
Right,
turn it up to Dr. Bev to close us out.
Thank you, guys. It was such a phenomenal evening. Everything just went so well. And you know what? Everyone just act as family. This is the way this is supposed to be. And young lady, Miss Yolanda, gave us a theme. And that theme definitely is what we did share and expose ourselves to it tonight. We definitely blend. And the viewers on Facebook are ruling as well. They are really enjoying themselves. We have guests here from other places, Jamaica, Mr.
Nana
Jalu,
Duty.
and I have an interruption.
That's what happens when you have Nana duties, right? They don't.
Yes, he must be heard. Okay, stop what you're doing for 1 second, Grandma. Okay. So, you know, we have different people. That's what we do. We come on and we vibes every Saturday from 6 to 7 p.m. And we just truly appreciate everyone that takes the time. Like Donna mentioned earlier, it's as easier accessible than it have ever been. And, you know, everything have its timing, you know, the master is working and things has its time for us to transition and put things into place. So thank you guys for visiting. Thank you guys for sharing. And don't be a stranger, because we're open to anyone, any subject, any ideas. You can bring. If you have something new that you would like us to showcase or would like some support, we're welcome to do that as well. We can give you that vibe, so we get to meet and other people get to see. And trust me, the show is finished today. All throughout the week, people are still making comments and statements and feedback. So it's definitely doesn't done at 7. We continue beyond this. You never know where it leads you. I mean, last week we did some authors, and a couple of days in the week I was getting phone calls. Bookstores wanted books of so things happen beyond the scenes as well. So we truly appreciate our viewers and people who are taking this to another level with us.
And Dr. Bev, we're also looking for more liaison agents. So anybody who's interested, please join. Reach out to Dr. Bev or to Donna.
Yes, if you want to represent your island, please step up and be a part of us. Small, powerful, and meaningful. We're doing vibes and party with a purpose. Keep us locked in.
All right.
And again, as we close out, let's, send prayers out to Ukraine, to the world, to the leaders, because the leaders can wake up, have a bad day, and then everybody's lives get affected. So prayers for our leaders around the world. All right. So enough love and blessings. I see Magdalene finally on. Lord, Magdalene.
Oh, finally.
Hey, Maddie.
You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Well, my name is Magdalene, and I have a trucking business. And it's named after St. Lucia. Yay!
If everyone could try and mute themselves in the meanwhile.
Trucking business.
Look, what we're gonna have to do for
years ago, but right now it's my time. So I'm shining now.
Okay, you know what? With Magdalene, I found out if you turn your camera off, try that. Turn your camera off. Magdalene, can you turn your camera off? Tell you what, Sybil, you're probably gonna just have to we'll have to connect with her another time, because your bandwidth is not allowing you to speak. So sorry. But again, we're out of time, everyone. So I want to say enough blessings. I see, is it Retta? Retta, you came on now. Did you want to say something real quick before we leave?
Oh, I've been here the whole time. I said hello earlier. You probably don't remember.
Well, now we have you on camera. All right. So blessings to everyone. Be safe out there. Enough love and blessings. All right. Until next time, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night. Okay.
Thank you.